That should do. Warfaf. Warfaf. And the answer to this, video game designers, is 1. Support Linux, and 2. Just make things run in windowed mode. Is it that hard? Is it that hard? But I seem to be hitting all the corners, so that's the main thing. But as soon as I click out, everything goes silent. I know, fancy, eh? Hey, fancy. I'd press a button to do that, but I don't have those buttons anymore. Put the mod icons on here. That'll do, that'll do. Where were we?
Fancy.
Thank you. Right, speed run. Speed run. Let me click through. Oh. No clicking through
Looks
for
like
me.
you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
I'm positive. Lambda Sesame goes by Mandala in the trance. There's a big gap in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then Ah!
How are the headaches?
Won't be a problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. After all, I've been planning this for years.
Sus guys, sus, and I need to go in the settings and just tweak the levels. Prisoner of consciousness. Prisoner in my own bedroom.
There's nothing like being in trance. A world built of abstracts and intellect, of tangible thought, where every part has been crafted by an individual soul. It's the purest form of contact a person can have, mind to mind. It's the pinnacle of human achievement. Some might say that achievement in the physical world is somehow more meaningful. To them I say, join the future or be surpassed by it.
Yeah, get with the
Within
program,
trance,
suckers.
we are millions of minds as one. But even as far as we've come, there's still one serious flaw. It's reliance on the real world as its backbone. And disconnections. Damn. Don't panic. I'll just go and speak to the building manager. It's not like there's anything to be afraid of out there. Let's get this.
Hey, look at that.
Better go and talk. Ah! Ouch!
There is something inherently funny about someone walking into a door that's meant to be automatically open.
Huh? Password error, huh? I guess the door's broken too. Contact manager. I'm trapped?
Right, yes, frightening. Left click, interact, right click, look at, and click to wander around. And I can do it. Right, settings, sound volume. Why is it that I pull the sound volume down by 50% and it doesn't sound like it? Why is there no change to the sound volume here? I have plenty of mouse points. Right. Let's get all the things we had before. We've got some wetware. We've got a trophy. Let's order a protein surprise.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Well, we've got a plastic tray and fork. We picked up a memory card.
Hey, we're not Ozzy.
Alright, so physical memory module containing the recipes that the food machine uses to make its mulch marginally less depressing. And wetware.
The seed colony of wetware already in the still will start to grow soon. It doesn't need any help.
When Kathy was a kid, she once camped out in the back garden. Parents said they'd leave the patio door open in case you needed to use a loo. Did. Walked straight into the glass pane because you took open literally. Oh, Kathy. Oh, bless you. Donk. Oh. Can we combine the wetware with the memory block? It isn't compatible. Boo.
It's not compatible with...
Because maybe... wetware and the food. You feel a flow of new data as your wetware inveigles itself into the food machine systems.
Hey, Ozzy.
A recipe data into the main account. Okay, so
It's a homegrown lump of techno-organic wetware gel. It's for connecting my brain's wetware to the external systems.
cool. So, well, I suppose. Load the memory module into the machine. After a few moments, it begins to glow, indicating a successful connection.
Hey, Ozzy.
Insufficient material. All of our utensils are 100% recyclable. Please return your tray or add another or other compatible materials to the machine to enable it to print a new batch. Okay. Plastics recycled. Can you attach the wetware to the door? It's worth a try. I'll give it a shot in a minute. First I want to try some 2168 Nutrient Complex. Food tray brightening pops from the machine service dock, completely empty.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Well, we're not getting any food. But since we know we can interface the wetware with things, bloop, bloop. Department's centralized systems speak to you more clearly than ever as your wetware joins with its systems.
Still not working. Apparently I can't just wait for the problem to fix itself. Can't rely on anyone else.
What? Right, oh yeah, I knew there was something I needed. Which I didn't copy over. Was that link. Boo. No, it is not showing up, Rick. Maybe it'll show up in a wee bit. Maybe there's just some international malarkeys that it's having some issues with. But yeah, hopefully a wee bit delayed. Thank you so much for the donation. Much appreciated. Yes, let's not forget, folks, we are raising for charity today. It is Trans Day of Remembrance, when we remember our trans friends who we may have lost over the past year. 375 trans people were killed in between September 2020 and October 2021, just for being trans. 58% of them whose occupation is known were sex workers. 96% of them killed globally were trans women or trans femme. It's ridiculous that this should be happening to our trans buds. So today we remember, and we're just trying to raise a bit of money for Gendered Intelligence, who do education and outreach programs and work with trans youth, and have trans people on the board, and are the favoured trans charity of some of our mods here. So if you can donate, please do. If you are a UK taxpayer, please select gift aid, and let's get our transphobic government to chip a little bit in as well. Meanwhile, we've got a vent.
The vent cover above the door. It lets the air in and keeps the vermin out.
Can we sync our wetware with these cables?
The wetware won't form a connection with it.
Boo. I've got this wetware. We've already successfully made a connection with the door's panel. Better check your transub to see if it can give you any answers. Aha! I see. Aha! So here we've got a connection, say, to the food machine.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THE Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
THE Foods! Oh, that is a horrible yet brilliant jingle.
Who are you, and what are you doing in my food machine?
Hi, I'm Sheffy,
We already had this bit.
I'm the voice of your food machine. I'm here to help you make the most of your machine and all the delicious possibilities. And if there's trouble, I'm here to help you out.
What kind of things can you make?
Using THE's patented and proven protein fiber synthesis reserve system, I'm able to whip up some of the tastiest treats you've ever had.
Then why don't you?
Just you wait. Before you know it, you'll be having the most cost-effective food you've ever tasted.
You're dodging the question.
My recipe books are always getting bigger. My best friends at THE always come up with great new ideas. Everything from protein surprise to Nutri-Blood casserole.
Ugh.
Don't be like that. Give them a try.
Corporate anime mascots. I mean, she's quite kawaii, yeah.
I've had to live off your crap for 2 years now. It's bland, and it feels like runny puke. I have trouble swallowing, and every mouthful makes starvation that little bit more appealing.
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried any of our new recipes recently? Let's look for some. Oopsie, it looks like I can't connect. Don't worry, you can always use the memory cards in the machine to upload delicious new recipes.
Possibly this is an anon thing on there. I see. Thank you for the wee testing one there. Don't know why it's not publicly showing the anon stuff. Let me just I have to log in as well. Oh, good. All right. Oh no, we had an on one earlier. From a UK based somebody UK based, because they put gift aid on there. Very, very odd, Rick. But thank you for your donations. I'm sure the other one will come through in time. but thank you so much. First trans person, Callie Avenue, was a trans woman in the early 80s, died this year in natural causes. Caitlin, rest in power. Rick, look after yourself, have a good day at work. And thank you so much again for your donation there. Let's find out about some forks, huh?
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Haven't you been eating with us for years?
Humor me.
THE's food machines have self-contained vacuum formers to recycle utensils. Just put your tray back in the machine when you're done with it.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous. At the request of
Newton Civic Housing Services.
You've been limited to plastic utensils. But isn't plastic great? It's so easy to get clean.
But what if I want something stronger, like steel? That heavy protein mash bends the fork sometimes.
Sorry, no can do. I'm not just a chef. It's my job to keep you safe.
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like me? I just want to make sure you're eating right.
So, you object to me smashing you open?
It takes some pretty serious damage to do that. I'm tough. Only qualified THE systems technicians can get me open.
Looks like messing with your software is my best bet then. Will the machine work without you?
If I have an accident, the machine will continue to dispense. We don't want you starving in an emergency now, do we?
You're really, really annoying, you know that?
Address all concerns regarding THE.
Avatar to 862.
Chefy to THE. Customer Interactive Regions.
What's on your recipe card now?
On the menu today, we've got Protein Complex A11, Protein Complex E168, and
Ooh.
for dessert, Sucrogelatin Complex C11.
Sounds delicious.
If you want something a little different, don't forget, you can always download new recipes for me to take a look at.
Sucrogelatin. So we could potentially break Chefy, and we could change the recipe card.
Ciao.
Bye!
THE. Alright, let's talk to the door system. Let's see if the door system's got some sort of avatar.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
Well, of course it does.
Who are you?
I am the defender, the guardian, the knight. No threat shall dare intrude upon thy domain while I stand watch.
Do you have a name?
I do not wish to trouble my lady with such minute details.
So, just Knight then.
Whatever thy will, my lady.
What's your function?
I am the defender. I prevent intrusions upon thy fortress. The physical and the etheric.
I found you in the door's terminal software. You're the apartment's network security, aren't you?
Quite so. Trojans and malware, flee from my presence.
But you also control the door's security.
A vital role, milady. None shall threaten the sanctity of your domain.
At least it's declining Vi correctly, Vi will, and Mine abode. Glad someone knows their old English.
Tell me about yourself.
Sentinel Systems Nightwear, a data and physical security product of Sentinel Systems, version 3.02. Licensed to City of Newton Housing Services.
What's with the knight in shining armor routine?
Who is better suited to the role than a loyal defender of the realm?
Okay, now tell me properly.
My lady, mine own.
Out of character!
Following managerial reformation of Sentinel Systems, the company's theme was shifted to a feudal design.
Has anyone ever told you that you get real tiresome real quick?
Customer research has shown the knight image to be effective. 89% of customers associated with increased security and ability to solve threats. 67% associated with defense of a home in a professional manner. 55% found it more confidence-inspiring than Sentinel's previous mascot.
Which was?
The sheriff. Following last year's New York police riots, public perception of such personnel diminished considerably.
Fair enough. And at least you're not singing your company's theme song at me.
The door seems to be stuck. Can you do anything about that?
Attempting to operate door drive systems. Attempt 2. Attempt 3. It would appear the machinery of the door itself has become fatigued. The terminus is unable to compel activity on the door's part itself. The safety unlock would doubtless serve you well at this juncture.
Can you use the safety unlock?
I'm afraid I cannot. It must be unlatched physically.
So where is it?
It lies behind the terminal. With sufficient armament, mayhaps thou shalt reach it.
Gee, thanks. Ciao.
Fare thee well, my lady.
Imagining a song tower in there. Fair enough. But he hasn't got a horse. Also, I wanted to ride a horse. Let's just check our mail. From the city of Newton. Dear Miss Sesame, this message is to remind you that you have not been attending your scheduled employment meetings. If you do not inform us of absences, you risk losing housing support from the city. You've been receiving city support benefit for 711 days, and we hope that you'll be able to improve your circumstances soon. Baron M. Osher. Proposal. Dear Sir Miss, my name is Marcus O'Shea. O'Shea? Or O'Shea, probably. I am the chief financier for the Oklahoma General Martin Carter. His recent death at the hands of a rival warlord. Of course, because Oklahoma has warlords, left 150,000 quantra of his finance. Yes. 419. From T.I. Root. Let's meet up. Hey, Darla. Seems like I haven't seen you in years. No idea if you're here, but there's a big me up at the Rotunda. If you're up for leaving your apartment, we can probably get you a place on the team. ESX Farmer. Amazing deals on chem. Do you want the extra interference speed without the extra cost? Extra speed with extra farm. Open attached image for order info. Yeah, maybe not. Toxic Sigma. Grow Guy. Yo, Dala, good hearing from you. Though I know really it means you want something. Basically, yes, the batch of blue wetware you got is cracked, so you can grow it yourself. Just don't grey goo your place. Needs a few things. 1. Water, since that one makes up 99% of it. 2. Nutrition, it's an organism after all. 3. Heat, in the normal stuff it would cause it to break down, but this blend is activated instead. Okay, so that's our email. And it will connect to the actual mail system, of course. How do I exit the mail system? Oh yeah, hit the button at the top. You know, like in other things. Unable to access to the newsfeed server because we're not connected. Alright. So basically I need to get through the door panel. Machine thinks for a moment, then displays a message. Error, unable to produce metal utensils due to danger of harm. Changes, please administrate position. Thank you for your cooperation. THE Foods, your future on a plate.
Hey, we're not lousy suicide.
Right, so persuade the food machine to let us recycle the metal so we've got something with enough weight to hoof open the door panel. Also, save.
Hi, I'm Sheffy.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous.
Yeah.
At the request of.
Newton Civic Housing.
But isn't that?
But what if I want that heavy protein metal?
Sorry, I'm not just a.
Will the machine work without you?
If I had an accident. The machine will we don't want you
You're really.
address all address all
What's on your.
on the menu. Protein and for dessert.
Sounds.
If you want, you can always.
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like me?
Nope.
I just want to make sure you're eating right.
So, you object to me smashing you open?
It takes some pretty serious damage to do that. I'm tough. Only qualified systems technicians can get me open.
Looks like messing with your software is my best bet then. Ciao.
Bye!
So how do we mess with the software? Need to mess with Chefy software? Yes, but how is the question.
I can't use it like that. Nah. I'm not that hungry. It's too flimsy to do it.
Right. What else have we got? We've got a grate, we've got a pile of clothes, we've got a notice there. Cables. Oh, and we got food that's both on the floor and on the table. Can we use the plastic as insulation to handle the wires? Well, worth a try.
It's too flimsy to do anything like that with it. I can't use it like that.
Apparently not.
How's that gonna get it?
Well, it's kind of obvious that, you know, if we do the plastic fork on the door panel, it breaks.
It broke.
Therefore, we need metal. And we could recycle the metal and then get it to print out.
Hey, how's he?
We don't even have a broken fork anymore. It's out of our inventory. But we've got some malware. Swoobot, not sure it's fit for streaming, but you can turn on creators commentary. Some of the guys tell nice stories about the game. Thanks, Swoobot. An interesting note. Maybe for another playthrough. I've never played this game before, so I think we'll hold out on that. But welcome in, take a seat, chill out, get yourself some follower emotes if you want them, and yeah, relax and chill out. We are this is a charity stream today. It's Trans Day of Remembrance, so we're going to be trying to raise some money for Gendered Intelligence, who are a UK-based charity who provide education training and resources for youth, trans youth, and are a preferred charity of our some of our mods around here. There we go. There is a link about Trans Day of Remembrance, and if you'd like to donate, it's !donate in chat. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, that would be lovely if you can, but don't feel you have to. And if you're a UK taxpayer, select gift aid, and we can get a transphobic government to make something. Anyway, look, we got some malware. So if we can get the malware into Sheffy, maybe we can break THE systems. A badly disguised virus package designed to trick the gullible into opening it. Might steal info, force you into a botnet, or just wreck systems for the hell of it. Normally you wouldn't even come close to downloading it.
No, I'm not storing that in my brain.
No.
Not unless I want to wake up in some factory in China in 10 years.
But...
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THE Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
Address all concerns.
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye!
Can we drag and drop?
No, not unless I want.
Yes. Yeah, we do have some running law here of because we do play some older 90s games from the days when you didn't have the internet, so you had to ring up a £1 a minute hotline. Often, obviously, the games were run by Sierra Systems, so it's the Sierra hotline. And sometimes people in chat will play the role of Sierra hotline and look up some clues when I'm getting really stumped. Which isn't quite yet, because we kind of know what we're doing. We've got some malware, so why don't we stick the malware in the food machine?
Not unless I want.
Better not download that package any more times than you need to. That's not learning to work together. Can I forward this? Compose a new message. Yeah, okay. So I can't actually forward anything. This is just like an offline cache.
Not unless I.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Sheffy again.
Why can't I put metal?
It might at the request, but isn't plastic.
But what if that heavy?
Sorry, I'm not just.
Right.
How would I stop you?
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like? I just want to make sure.
So you object?
It takes some pretty only qualified THE.
Looks like messing with your software is my best bet then.
Put the malware in the recipe card. Oh, Callie's got the big brains.
Ciao.
Bye!
Okay, so we're going to have to go back out to the real world for a second. Check the memory card. Where with the memory card? It isn't compatible with the memory module. Okay.
It's not compatible with it.
So we got a memory block. Hang on. Okay. So how do we update? Can we take the memory card?
It's not compatible with it.
Because yeah, it's good thinking, right? That you get the malware onto the recipe card, you load that on, and you get it to route. Because one of the questions is, what's on your recipe card? So it obviously reads the recipe card Oh, we're going to listen to her again. That's the question. What's on your SD card now? Reads the recipe card, reads the malware.
Ciao.
Bye!
So, how do we get the malware from trans space? Oh, the memory block is here. Excellent. Sweet. Food Machine's memory card has changed colour to indicate the remaining free memory. The virus appears to be enthusiastically devouring it from the inside. Fantastic. Load the memory module into the machine. After a few moments, it begins to glow, indicating a successful connection. So now we ask it a question from Intrans. Oh, there we go. Callie with the big brains.
Hi, I'm...
What's on your recipe card now?
I see there's some new recipe data. It looks like...
Bye, Chefy. Bye, Chefy.
Apparently whatever virus was writing that T-mail is doing some damage. You don't look so good.
It's nothing that can be worked around.
Sounds more like you need someone to put you out of your misery.
Okay, so we've got all the questions back.
You don't look so good.
I'm a chef.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm a chef.
Yes?
I'm a chef.
I'm the chef.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm a boss.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Fork.
Yes? And the trays?
Please.
Ciao.
We design. That's good. Yeah, let's see what happens if we try it in real world. Well, we got something made out of metal. The machine thinks for a moment and displays a message.
Hey, we're not... How's he...
Boom, boom, boom. Right, so it looks like we still need to talk Chefy into shutting down.
I don't like your food.
I don't like your face.
Whoa! Ooh, someone's got some spite in them.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm a boss.
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Then I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me stopping you stopping me?
You're a snake. Chance.
How would I stop?
Yeah?
Then I guess... Will the machine work without you? What? That doesn't really answer my question. You're really, really annoying. You know that?
It takes one to know one.
What?
Your mama!
Oh, what?
You don't look so good.
I'm a chef.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm a chef.
Yes?
I'm a chef.
I'm the chef.
I don't like your food.
I don't like your face.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
It takes one to know one.
What?
Your mama!
Is this like a case of getting the appropriate conversation order to then do some sort of like overflow?
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Then I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me stopping you stopping me?
Yes, dance.
Or
Ciao.
Or what we need.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
I think Chefy the chef's come down with something.
The steward harbors a blight? Zounds! This shall not be allowed to
Zounds.
continue. Foul harbinger! There are grave accusations of treason upon your head, steward. Stand and face me. We shall see what trial by combat makes of you.
I'm sorry, I don't quite.
Have at thee!
I'm sure some of the lettering on her hat said
Well,
good time.
that takes care of her.
Thank you for using trans. So hopefully now metal recycled. A few moments of mechanical protest, the machine eventually gives in. Metal train and metal fork. Woohoo! Alright, so
Got it.
hey, we can finally leave our room. And then the world ends. Oh no. Was that our room? Did our room just blow up? Binary chapters. That wasn't chapter 10, that's chapter 2. It's binary
This is
chapters.
it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however powerful, could predict a crime like this.
However, if it does help us catch the mindjacker.
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're gonna find anything here. There are other, stronger leads we ought to be chasing.
Alright, we are different people 20 hours earlier. We've got a jolt gun and a traveller. The Cell Issue Traveller, like the civilian models in many ways, capable of making calls and running apps. The specialized model, carried by Cell, possesses more powerful sensors and encryption. The Traveller's sonograph is picking up very little ambient activity in the building. An electroshock weapon with an output of between 2 and 8 million volts. This tool uses an ultraviolet laser to ionize a channel of air, allowing electrical charge to pass from the device to its target. While intended as a compliance tool rather than a lethal weapon, care must be taken in its use to prevent accidental fatalities. Diva. The diva there being for me. Having a belch.
I always make sure this is the car we take out.
They're all the same, Charlie.
No, they're not. This one's mine.
Alright, Charlie, whatever. An expensive looking car sits in the road. If you're in a worse mood, you might be inclined to ticket it. Well, nuts, you were a cool punky hacker, now we're the filth. Yeah, we are the baddies.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
Hey, Lau, do some exposition for us, please.
I've lost count of the number of times the mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
Fear is the mindjacker. I know what Dune is. I just fall asleep every time I watch it. And I'm waiting for the Villeneuve one to come out on Netflix so I can watch it on my mobile phone just to piss everybody off. But Sting in a metal diaper, it just bores the pants off me. That and Apocalypse Now. Can't get through either of those films.
At least we've managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, mindjackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are mindjackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
So, Central predicted our mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it.
You grumpy sod.
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware, mostly. Wouldn't be grown here. Probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a mindjacker.
Maybe Central is the mindjacker. Well, I was going to say maybe it's like Lau or Charlie, but yes, also Central. How does Central know when the mindjacker is going to strike? It's just like, well, Lau's on duty. And last week she was off and in a different part of town.
Wetware, huh?
Yeah. Specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines. When really, they're just bits of proteins in macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks. Just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing. That's my field.
Ooh, shade.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after one or two attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Kathy with the Bon Jovi references. Love it. Slippery with wetware. Nice.
You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that. I just don't like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Wait, is she just calling us Regis to take the piss there, or? Company's front desk. In a big firm like this, you'd expect it to be manned 24/7, but the staff have disappeared.
Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
The elevator appears to be the only route to the higher floors. Security must be a concern here.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
There's someone who's probably authorized.
What the hell?
This man's a victim of a long drop, but from where and why?
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
Can we click to look up? No, we can't click to look up. Still. We have a key card now.
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was working. Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
Do you want to do a quick look up and see if you can find any previous content warnings? Start thinking that the cutlery thing, yeah, it does sort of like was a bit glib about mentioning suicide there, wasn't it? Yeah, does anyone want to sort of like have a quick look and see if we can find a broadish list of content warnings that we can put together? And I'll do the usual and pop one up. There, oh, you know, up above there. Self-harm, suicide for sure. Cool. Hang on. That's it. Stop that. You get off. Someone is being a dickhead, aren't you? What do I want? I want some text. Hello, Squid Pie. Hello, the Squid Squad. It's a squid raid, everybody. The world's only feline cephalopod has graced us with her presence. Hello, welcome in. Who's come in? Spring Moss, hello. Agilas 3, welcome in. Welcome, my raid friends. I'm a little bit out of breath from that dancing. Welcome. If you don't know me, my name is DJ. Pronouns are he, him. There's lots of information in the down below. It's great fun to have you in on the raid. It's nice to do the joint raidy thing. Round here, we tend to play point-and-click adventure games. We're starting a new one, and we've just decided that we probably need content warnings, so I'm going to pop one up. But also today, we're raising some money for Trans Day of Remembrance. If you don't already know, today is the day where we remember the trans lives lost in the past year due to anti-trans violence. And for that, we are doing a little fundraiser. So if you can, please consider donating to Gendered Intelligence. If someone can do !donate in chat, we will have the link there. And if you are UK based and a UK taxpayer, please remember to select gift aid. And if you do that, the government will donate 25% of your donation to the charity, and we can make our transphobic government pay a little bit cash towards a trans charity. Gender Intelligence do work for with outreach and education programs, and do a lot of support for trans youth, and have some trans people on the board, and are the favoured charity of our mods Ray and Kira. Right, we're just doing very quickly a content warning for will you get out of the way, dickhead? Okay, yes, we will probably have you caught up yet? Yes, okay, cool. My clock is caught up on there. We'll join that. No worries, Kira. We'll see you in a wee bit. We don't need that to be that large. That's probably okay. Yeah, but that's fine. There we go. Well, hopefully we'll have a little Google around afterwards and see if we can find any more. But yeah, in the meantime, yes, welcome in everybody. Sorry, it's a little bit faff there, a little bit of faff. You might see a little arsehole trying to get involved here, huh? Yes, you. He is absolutely a dick. Who likes to just interrupt my streams all the time. In fact, actually, let's just go full screen, and oh dear, I've got the wrong camera selected. What do we need? We want the Cisco cam. Right, there he is. If you go into CatCam, we will see a literal arsehole, but there he is, the prime dickhead. The king of the arseholes, giving me face. Huh? What are you doing? What's that face for? What is that face for? You're on the way to gremlin face. I know, what a look. That is his most unimpressed face ever. Not even kisses for chat? Oh, you cynical bastard. You absolute cynical bastard. Where the fucking dreamies? Yeah. Right. See, over here, his brother, Snarf, just chilling, just having a doze. Being a good boy, aren't you, Snarf? Yes. You're a very good boy. Very good boy. So that's Snarf. You can tell he's Snarf because he's the ginge. This is Orko, who is just giving me fucking unimpressed face. What is with unimpressed face today, Orko? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? Being an absolute dick. That's what you're doing. If anyone's been around chat enough, you can cash in some of your beans for Dreamy Streamies, which is what he's expecting. That's why he's being a knob. He thinks that he'll get treats. Because he knows that when Daddy sits here and talks to himself, that treats are probably on the go. They're once per stream, I think. Are they once per stream or once per day? They might be once per day. There we know they are once per stream. Kathy loves you. Despite that pissed off face, Kathy loves you. So, just put that camera there. He's looking straight up at it as well. There's some cat butt for you. Who doesn't love a puckered bit of cat butt? Let me put my treats out of the way. Yes. You need to train him to boot the camera. He already does. Right. There you go. There's some for you. And Snav. There's the biscuits as well. Biscuit Snav. They're right in your... Right there, Snav. Right there for you. Eat them, you idiot. There we go. And there's him. Munch. Munch, munch, munch. Munch, 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 munch. Munch, 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 munch. Munch, 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 munch. Munch, 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 munch. He will just wolf these down like they're going out of fashion. Because he's a dickhead. And he's just like, oh, food, food. He's the tiniest cat in the world. He throws up half the time. But he has to be fed first. And he has to wolf down all dreamies. Now he's going to lick the table for a bit. Like Kathy with a box of chocolates. What, you eat them all, wolf them all down and throw up? We have to do an intervention, Kathy. Meanwhile, there's Snav. And what's happening? Buff wolf them all down. Buff wolf. But there's Snav. And Orko is watching Snav on the box. And he's just thinking, can I jump on there and steal some? But no, Snav has finished them all. Okay, Snav, do you want to give chat a kiss? Do you want to give chat a kiss? Kisses for chat? No, what about you, Orko? Kissies? Kissies for chat, Orko? Now look at it, he's got his scheming face on now. That's his how can I steal more biscuits face. Way off. Oh. Snaf's gone off. You can see the mess, of course, that my back room's in. Kissies for chat? Do you want to give chat a kiss? Do you want to give chat a kiss? No, no. He's going to go over there and he's going to hop down to the box and probably lick the box like some weird child. He is a weird child on there. So those are my cats, everyone. Right, I need to change that back to the appropriate camera. Where's the 922? There we go. Orko's on a mission tonight, isn't he just? I pressed a button to go on, get to the appropriate scene, is it? Right, we're playing a video game, folks. We are honestly playing a video game. Let's put a save in, because I'm sure Nightbot was shouting at me. We've got a content warning up, so yeah, we are discovering things about this game, that it does require a content warning. We've literally only just started. We played a little hacker in the first scene, and we destroyed the AI of our food software, our food replicating machine software, so that we can make a metal fork to break open the door panel and break out of our room. Now we're two cops who are looking after the minejacker, where we have found the minejacker's victim.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago.
The minejacker was probably interrupted by the janitor. Didn't want any witnesses.
He probably didn't mean to send him out the window either.
His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the minejacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Have Central run his data. See if it can flag anything.
I know, going for HR seems like a kind of reasonable thing. Oh, an active terminal. This terminal's still unlocked, apparently in use at the time of the attack. Well, let's use the terminal. From Roy Atwood, HR Management. The roof is on fire. So, There's a time and place for the trans, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management's asked me to keep the roof access locked, unless it's an emergency. FYI, trans cravings do not count as emergencies. Seriously, Avery, you're great at your job, but you need help. From Animus Customer Relations, public statements. The management of Animus Organics would like to remind colleagues not to make statements to the press regarding product safety. An investigation into recent high-profile exponential wetware growth, or grey goo, accidents is underway and will be released when completed. Publicity Management. From Central. Exposure conditions. To Avery. Please be aware that tomorrow's midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicates a propensity to melanoma. Please take extra care in order to maintain long-term health. The Newton centralized government advises you to restrict outdoor movement to after sunset, except where vital. Stay indoors, Ginger. And from Salman Khatub. Congratulations. Hey man, just want to say big congrats on the engagement. She's a really swell girl and I know you guys are going to be so happy together. Catch you after work at the den? Sal. The den, eh? Charts? You have no idea whether these charts mean the company's doing well or going bust. Amongst all the economics and business speak, the only word you recognize is wetware.
I can't figure that out. A roof access door.
From the keypad, I'd say it looks like it auto-locks.
Locked.
That keypad's probably got something to do with it.
This keypad must be to stop people getting up on the roof.
It's old-fashioned, but effective. Kind of like you.
Hey.
Jesus, Lau. Okay, well, if we knew the number, we could get out onto the roof, I guess.
I'm not sure what that would involve.
Yes. These terminals are in standby mode, awaiting their users' return in the morning. Oh, there's a telephone there. The desk phone and projection shows unanswered messages. Actors Dorset, Roy Atwood, Clace Manson, Neurona Dana, Pat Gallant, Matt Zolf, Philippe News. Don't think we should call any of these people just yet. Check for a post-it. That's what I was wondering. Oh, there's a nameplate. Plaque identifying ownership in the office. Roy Atwood, HR Operations Manager. This must be who's in charge of this floor. That's the elevator. There's an active terminal. There's the body. So going back to the email for a sec. Roy Atwood. Roy Atwood knows how to get on the roof. So maybe we should ring him on the telephone and say, we're the police.
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
I just need to ask you a couple of questions about your workplace.
Oh, Nuke. You're calling from the office. What's happened?
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. We need access to the roof stairwell in your office.
Wait. How do I know you're really a Cell agent? I can't just give out the code to anyone.
He's good.
You have nothing to worry about. You're perfectly safe. We just need your help. I'm transmitting my credentials to your terminal.
So you're really a cell agent? I guess I can't say no then. The roof access code is 6167.
Thanks. Other cell agents may contact you later for more information.
6167, right? Access granted.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
Is this the
The
guy
Mindjacker!
Freeze, cell agents. Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try. You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Let's not forget, shooting at cell agents.
The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Oh, well, now
Frankly,
we've said
the
it.
second one's fine by me.
Well, now he's going to take the second one. Hit!
What?
Damn you, jetpack future!
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Belcorp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
Meanwhile, at cell headquarters...
Lau, Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For
We're-
the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here.
We're being gaslit by a computer. It's Twitter all over again. Oh my days. We being gaslit. Well, hello. Thank you for your generous donation there, Squid Pie. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. This isn't the sort of stream where I do silly things for donations. Maybe we'll do another one. Maybe on Trans Day Visibility we'll do some silly things, but we're not doing it today. But thank you so much. So kind. Everyone has been so kind and generous today. I honestly was not expecting. Like I said, I wasn't even expecting to hit the original £100. And here we are, £350 later. Thank you all so much. And again, if you are in the UK and you are a UK taxpayer, you can select gift aid and make our transphobic government give some cash to the pot. The screens run through all the available data pertaining to the Mindjacker. You've already got the preferences set up how you like them, okay? Terminal, cables, Lau, a waste chute, camera, VoIP.com. Check our mail from Null at null.node. Your legacy. It's very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. Well, that seems sus. With your weird attachment. Dr. V. Santiago. Howdy. Hey, Charlie. Why are you hogging the house so much? The rest of us need a wirehead on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. Well, hey! But seriously, man, give the rest of us a turn. Dr. Santiago! That is very unprofessional. How do I forward this to HR? From VFR Medical, Functional Wetware, Dr. Regis. Oh, that's her name. Charlie Regis, okay. As per our discussion at your last checkup, you have still not opted for enhanced neuroconnective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for non-wetware systems is phased out. Fulcrum Admin, fixed cost. Charles Regis, your monthly payment of $8,100 for the rental of the Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by E. Vargas, Centralized Admin. Thank you for your continued cooperation with the city's green skyline. Continued vandalism. Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behaviour, I believe it likely to be by your own hand. While you may object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and that of other cell staff. So we're a rebel cop then. From Gail van der Waal. No, Dr. Regis. Apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations, despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organised crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. So they're guilty then. Dr. Petra Westmall. Baxter. I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central's approved the parole. Don't take it personally. It's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife, are you? Oh, wow. Case file, Catreek, last for information last night, composite harm to health of individual targets, i.e. mindjacking. Case officer signed, me and Lau. Outline, beginning in March, a string of data theft attacks have been carried out within Newton. Using a process of resonant modulation with subjects' neural wetware, the informational contents of individual victims' brains have been destructively removed with fatal consequences to targets. Victims to date, 18 Newton, unknown global total. Oh, 18 victims in Newton and an unknown global total. Identity of perpetrator, not known. Subject appears exceptionally skilled in infiltration and may have inside help from larger sponsor. Case specialists Regis and Lau are assigned to compile all available data on mindjacker's activity, including investigation of latest targets for analysis by Central. Have a look at some news. Continue long-standing process of standardisation. The Parliament of the European Federation has today ratified the uptake of metric time across the 64-member union. Wow, somebody had like a bold vision of the EU. The measure, signed into law by EF Prime Minister Jacqueline Santini at 6:52:80, 15:40 p.m, planned to be rolled out over the course of the next 4 years. Under the scheme, measure of the time of day is divided into 10 hours, each with 100 minutes made up of 100 seconds. Santini, whose Federalist Party being one of the keenest supporters of the new policy, greeted the change enthusiastically. Computing and commercial time measurement has long been carried out in a metric scale with atomic timing, and the division into 24 hours has itself merely been an arbitrary convention of history. While commonly referred to as metric time, the measurement of day into periods of 10 should more accurately be known as decimal time. I've been talking about doing this for years. Internationally, the EF's policy has gained little traction, if not outright criticism, with some leaders condemning the changes as unnatural. The Oceania Cooperative government was less emotive, issuing a statement that though the change was one demanded by the European voter, which we will respect as a democratic institution, they made clear that the OC has no plans to adopt any similar measures. Swatch internet time, yes! I'll remember that. Well, that was about 2000, wasn't it? 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. Swatch, the makers of the fancy watches from the cheap watches from the 1980s, tried to promote internet clicks, I think they wanted to call them. They were trying to promote internet time. And it's just like, just fucking use UTC like everybody else. I mean, UTC happens to be the same as GMT, just without the daylight savings bit. Sport. Latest scores. Kabaddi. Oh, Kabaddi. That's the one where you don't breathe, right? Newton 55, UAE 37. Match in progress. Weather. Currently dry with light outbreaks of rain expected later this evening. Temperature 12 degrees C, 53 Fahrenheit. UV index midday 7 to 8. Use SPF 30 plus and wear protective clothing. Gishiki says a day and a night for staying indoors. Holidays in orbit. Victor and Charlie, May 2066. Oh, VoIPcom is voiceoverip.com.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
Got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, was that the one who emailed me saying stop impugning me?
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do.
The time on the third stroke is 9:19 beats.
Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker when we catch him. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
I can't believe that the swatch clock is still up. Wow. Wow. Number of cables run directly into the building's electrical and data flow systems from Lau's desk. But only her customized wet gear sometimes requires tremendous resources, and she doesn't care how many of the building's technicians complain about her pulling floors open.
Trying to tidy Lau's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says, like it was something from the art of war. Trying that... One of Central's fisheye cameras, someone has covered it in tape.
Wonder who the someone is. Alright, Nightbot, I will save. Thank you. Something needs to be destroyed for confidentiality reasons. This is where it goes. Anything here is gone forever, after thorough scrutiny by Central, no doubt. Careful, if you put your arm in there, you'd lose it.
The way out.
Okay, so we can go other places. Right. But I think not only will I save here, but I think we'll wrap this one up for today. I know we had a bit of a false start because I had to reboot to Windows. What do you do, eh? What do you do? Hey, what do you do? Hey, well, I don't know what I'm doing that voice. So let's just make sure we get that last save in, and then I'm going to hit the quit button on there, and I'm going to put us over to full screen mode. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out with us, and thank you so much, everyone, for your very, very kind donations. So we finished the stream at a reported donation of £350 with 7,500 gift aid. That's £425. I will top that up to a nice round £400, and add in some gift aid myself on that. So we have raised a lovely amount of money. You've been so kind and so generous. It's been brilliant. But we're now going to go over to friend of the channel, Gender Meowster, who is having, as I understand, a solemn stream for Trans Day of Remembrance. I believe they are reading all the names out on there. I'm not sure whether they're going to be talking about any of the circumstances on there, and whether we need to do a content warning there. Without, like, maybe just be prepared for it. Gender. I can't spell gender. Some ally I am. I can't spell the word gender on there. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Squid Pie, for bringing all your friends in with the raid. Thank you to our new friends who've come in and joined us. It's been lovely. Hugs for everyone today. If you do with a hug, definitely. And yeah, we'll be back here on Tuesday with some Final Fantasy VII Remake as we push along with plot up the Shinra Tower. And again on Wednesday, we will be back to Technobabylon on Friday at 6 p.m. GMT. So yeah, I would love to see you all there at some of those times if we can. Keep an eye on the follow. I mean, there's some information down below about the Discord and stuff, or my Twitter. I usually post about half hour before we go live on Twitter. But yeah, thank you so much for everything and all your donations. You've been wonderful. It's been great to hang out with you. We won't do the raid messages because I think that obviously GM's having a slightly more solemn stream. But let's go and see friend of the stream, Gender Meowster, and I will see you all very soon. Mwah. Goodbye.